Greetings and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. I'm Demi and welcome to Soul Scopes. This is going to be an Akashic Record channel reading with your zodiac, and this is going to be for Libra Decan too, whose birthdays range from October 3rd to the 12th. And I want to thank all my friends for tuning back in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for all the love, and to all the beautiful humans who are tuning in for the first time who don't know what an Akashic Record reading is or hadn't experienced one. It's a channeled reading from your soul books, your book of life, which are with your soul, in your soul, and your soul speaks, and from all the guides that have been guiding your soul's journey throughout all of the universe, all space and time, every dimension, to this moment of now. And again, this is going to be for Libra Decan too. So let's go ahead and get started. Libra, you have also a multitude of changes that you are undergoing. And these run the gambit of financial relationships. And we're not just talking about love and relationships, we're talking about the identity roles in which you identify in your family. Those are also being challenged right now, as well as who you say you are in the world, how you want to show up in the world. So you have a lot of planetary aspects that are bringing about all a barrage of thoughts and feelings and emotions at this time. So money and finances, your space in relationships, not necessarily the relationship itself, but the role you play in these relationships, and then as well as who you are, your spiritual factor. This is the money right here, and then all the other things kind of fall into a different orbit, although you're looking at them all. You have health, you have educational aspirations. You also are looking at long-term travel. So we're going to look into the sector where the epicenter, the center, ground zero point is what they're telling me to tell you. So I'm going to clarify, not ground zero, 0 point. This is a reference, this is an energetic reference here that they're making. And so 0 point is the beginning. And for you, this is an insight about you. All of these extremities are all reflected about where you are right now, is what they mean by 0 point. Your beliefs in your roles, in the way you move in symmetry. And so the tip of my index finger would be you. And then how that symmetry moves in relationship to you. This is one part of your world. And it's how you identify with it, and the varying roles, and they're reoccurring, and they're spinning around and around. And this is making you dizzy. And you're spinning inside the relationships. You can't find yourself. You can't find your voice. You can't find your identity. You don't have any control in all these variables. And it's like a revolving door. And every time you function with this group of people, you find yourself putting on a multitude of clothes. And so it's a hat, it's a scarf, it's a coat, it's a sweater, it's a jacket. You got to take it off, and you got to please this one, and you got to do all these things, and you got to do this one, and it's wearing you out. You're exhausted. And so you're trying to play all these different roles, and trying to fulfill everyone's desire. I don't know if you have kids, but this is a great analogy, because a lot of us have experienced this in life, where our parents tell us, we didn't go to school, so you have to go. You know how people will try to put off all the stuff that they never did because they didn't believe in themselves either, and they just were told that you got to go to school and make something of yourself. And I didn't do that because I wasn't able to. Look at all the stuff that I sacrificed for you. Right? So that's how that sounds. And so this one says you should do this or try that or do this or what happened to this. And this is another classic one that I'm hearing that's coming down. They're asking you about this relationship. So this belongs to somebody. So what happened to him? Why didn't that work out? You guys are so perfect together. You should have had children by now. You're looking at all these belief systems that everyone's trying to shove into your life, and you're trying to appease them all and please them all. And then there's the financial sector, and this is the place where purpose and balance of who you are is not matching up. So you're lost in the workplace. You have no drive, no commitment, no focus, and you're just there. And this is also bringing you a deep unhappiness. No one wants to exchange their time for money when they don't feel like they're getting what they're worth. And so then the job and you start having a conflict, because internally you're having a conflict of what your worth is and what you should be doing with your life, although you don't know what you're going to be doing with your life. So there's a lot of unrest. And this is leaving you restless, sleepless, a little bit on the exhausted side, and you're trying to think through. So I'm hearing air, and there's a lot of thought, but no action. There's no movement. And the thoughts are still the same streaming thoughts. I wish this would change. I can't wait for this to change. I wish this was different. I want to be somewhere different. So we're going to take a look at the cards. We're actually going to go to the Keepers of the Lights for these. You are sitting in the dark and you are asking, when is it going to be my time? And there's a sadness there because you see everyone else around you moving on. And they are becoming established in the sense of self. And the achievements and accomplishments they are making, you want them for yourself. There's been consistent non-movement. This is a pattern that actually spans some time. You are waiting in stagnant water, and so that water has become murky and dark, and so it's not clear and fluid, and you've been stuck for a long time. And it feels like even longer because your soul has been here in this place before. And they are digging in the trenches with you. But it's almost like you're nestling down in it. And they're trying to raise you up, but you're digging yourself in deeper. And a part of you believes that you deserve to be right where you are. This is a form of self-inflicted punishment. And they want to rise you from the tyranny of your mind's perpetuated punishment. You believe that you deserve to be there, yet you want changes. And so Elmora is here with the awakening forces to elevate you. He wants you to grab a hold of him now. and rise. It's time for you to rise, because Freya is saying that it's an end of a cycle. A season is coming to an end. We also have a new moon coming September 17th. And you are hearing that this is, you know this to be true, and you feel it. It's imminent. This is what you're saying. I feel like this is right now for me. But you do nothing. You take no formative action except the one to get more cozy deep down in the muck. And this is coming to an end. And when you begin to move, the third card is Ganesh. As you begin to move, all obstacles. This is what I love about Ganesh. Infinite possibilities are possible. The infinite abundance. And here on the card, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. All the support you need. This cycle is coming to an end. You don't have to struggle in fear and aloneness. This is a deep, deep aloneness. You're in a dark corner, and I see a pit. You're in a pit. And this cycle is coming to an end. Freedom and awakening presence. And it's effervescent. It's renewing. It's rejuvenating. It's enlivening. It's a quickening that happens as the new subtle energies of an energetic change allows you the freedom to spread your wings. But Lord Ganesh, with his infinite supply of goodness, is bringing you, removing those obstacles and challenges, the ones that are in your mind, the ones that you are locked and fixed in place in. That's what's happening here. Increased support and connections. Spiritual support. Let's see if I can hold that still. There we go. And I want to thank you for tuning in to I Am Powered by Love TV. This is Demi. And if this resonates with you, feel free to sign up for the free reading. The link is below. And if you like a deeper, more, personal reading, a private reading, those links are below too. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I myself and all the other powerful readers here at IamPoweredByLove.com are right here for you. You can book with us at any time and check us out at IamPoweredByLove.com. And I'm Demi, signing off. Namaste.